What's up guys, Josh here for day 31 of Road to 200 Million Slayer Experience, and I thought I might as well make a video. Got a bit to talk about, and I finally got these on video. I'm not sure if I've ever had them before. I might have once, but recently these, or probably about since EOC, these have become a very useful Slayer task, and you know, the only real trick is to stand far away from them and use magic spells, fire spells in particular, and a Steel Titan will become so helpful here. It's ridiculous, and you see I'm just carving through them, no problem. If you get close at all, they'll do this I guess fire breath sort of thing where they'll take quite a bit of damage, or you'll take quite a bit of damage rather, and so that's why really I would only use mage here. Maybe range, but you know, range is kind of keeping me back from doing a lot of things because I could probably put out my Slayer guide in the next day or two if it wasn't for range. I feel like I want to do a fairly complete guide, and releasing the guide without the range XP per hour is probably a bit strange, I think, or a bit incomplete. God. I'll turn this off and talk about that later. And the other thing that's holding it back with related to range is that I've heard they're gonna update it a bit with one of those ninja update things which they're talking about, so I think I should probably wait until that and then test out range, and then I'm gonna have to pretty much buy all my range gear because I don't really use it. It's a bit pointless in a way. I've got to pot up. But yeah, as you can see, it's incredibly easy to do. Very simple task when you know how to do it. I'm going to give credit once again to my friend Z Banff. There you can see him there, Z Banff Z, as he actually he was the one that showed me just how to do this really easily, and before that I would just skip them, which was really stupid of me, to be honest, because they're such a good task and I didn't even give them a chance. But oh well, can't do much about that now. But to move on, I'm gonna quickly go over the XP rates of today, and these will change a bit because I've got a bit over an hour and a bit of Slayer to do probably before I log off tonight. So they'll be a bit off, but I really wanted to show how to do this task in case anyone didn't know. There's not really that much I can show, to be honest. It's pretty straightforward, but just to show how very quick it is anyway. So anyway, moving on. Today I've got 958,000 magic experience, 1.27 million attack experience, and 1.26 million Slayer experience. So in the grand scheme of things, not one of my hardcore days of Slayer, but a fairly decent day still. I've slowed down a little bit lately, trying to get back into the swing of things, but overall not too bad. So I'm currently at 165.2 million attack experience, 74 million magic experience, and of course 106.7 million Slayer experience. And I guess that's kind of notable in that since the last video I have gotten level 120 Slayer, or I would have got it if it went up to that, but I know it's one of those novel things, I guess, to think if they ever did make the skill go up to 120, which I don't think they ever will, I can just get that cape instantly, although I don't think I'd even want them to do that, but that's a bit neither here nor there. So yeah, pretty good going so far, and of course I'm currently at 1,043,000,000 overall experience, so that's interesting. I think I worked out by the time I got 200 million Slayer, I'd be somewhere in the 1.2, 1.3 billion overall experience range. But you know, I'm not so sure about that now. I'm not really sure at all what I'll be at by the end of this. So it's going to be an interesting adventure, I guess. So I just wanted to quickly talk about what I think about this power to the player thing that Jagex is saying 2014 will be. And you know, I kind of think that Jagex has done a fantastic job in reaching out to the players a lot more than they ever have before. It makes me a bit sad to see how much backlash they get over everything. You know, I don't think 100% representative democracy ever works, which is why I'm not so sure about Jagex basing future decisions 100% on player feedback, especially when a lot of the players are just like, oh, we want to get rid of EOC, that's all we want, when it's so fundamental to the game, and I feel like it adds so much. And if Jagex did listen to these people, we'd get that huge element of gameplay taken away, and we can't really do much about it. And I don't really care what these people say, because frankly, I really do believe that EOC is the only way RuneScape could have gone forward. I'm sorry if you dislike having to actually be a bit more active when you play and you use combat. Frankly, I think even momentum shouldn't really be in the game, but I guess a lot of people would absolutely freak out if they had nothing to AFK with. And I guess it can come in, it can be useful every now and again, but I find it very, very annoying that people just do not want to give credit at all to Jagex when they do something right like this. When they actually do try to include the players in the decision making, but I guess that's whatever. I think this sort of decision making for the most part has worked fairly well with 07, or Old School RuneScape as it's actually called. But frankly, I feel like the 07 community kind of has the same vision for 07 in that nostalgia fest sort of thing, everything that EOC apparently isn't. I don't think that the RS3 community is united at all on what they see as the vision of RuneScape in the future. So I'm not so sure, frankly, but I still appreciate that they're trying to do it. And even more so, to be honest, now that all is said and done, I still don't want Squeal of Fortune in the game. I don't really care about Solomon's, but even that, I don't really want it in the game. But I feel like the Bonds update was very, very beneficial to RuneScape. I really don't see the problem. I know that technically some people can use real life money to their advantage, but they were doing it anyway, and it's an unwinnable battle, frankly, to completely go against it. I don't think it undermines RuneScape. I don't really think it undermines a lot of achievements. I can respect people's opinion if they think otherwise, but I really do support those updates. This is an interesting video so far that I've gone out of my way to defend EOC and Bonds, so that's interesting. Let's see if I get any blowback for that. But overall, with the new poll system, whatever they do choose, I'm pretty okay with whatever they do. Like, out of the Elf City, Prefidarius, whatever, and the new skill, I will be voting for the new skill to come out, because I like new skills, and it'll come out after, or it should be out after the time in which I project I will get 200 million Slayer, so that won't interfere with that at all, and I can have some fun with the new skill. To be honest, everything else that they're saying they want to offer, I don't really know if I'll even really bother to vote for them. Like a new type of dragon, like I don't care. I don't really see any dragon in the game really that I would like to see implemented. I guess the reworking the loot table for a certain monster might be useful, but I'm not so sure right now what monster really needs that update. But I guess a few do. A new minigame? I feel like most minigames are just dead content by this point. Like, any minigame that doesn't give very good XP is dead content. People don't do minigames for fun anymore, it seems. They do it explicitly for a certain reward. So, I have a feeling this new minigame will be agility span, which will devalue the agility skill, and, you know, if I have to vote for how it's themed, I guess that could be cool, because there's a lot of different things you can do with agility. But, yeah. I mean, the other things, like, what type of Easter event do you want? Ugh. I never do the holiday events anyway. And I don't really care at all what happens with Bereska Prime, I think it's called, the Cabbage God, and Marimbo, because the Cabbage God is a joke god, obviously, and the Monkey God is kind of being devalued by being put up against a talking giant cabbage god. So, very, very odd choice there, Jagex. I know some of the lore people were a bit ticked off by that. You know, overall, I don't have much more to say. So far I've defended a couple very unpopular decisions by Jagex, and I don't think many people will agree on what I just said, so feel free to leave a comment, and please list your reasons for disagreeing, or maybe you might even agree with me, so be sure to let me know that I'm not alone in my thoughts. And overall, guys, thank you for watching, and a big thank you to the people who've been asking for new videos. It's nice to see that a few people care about new releases, so I'll try to put out more videos. And that's about it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. Goodbye.